Good morning, Marvel fans. You are watching Marvel live at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. Thank you to our live stream partner, Hyundai, for being with us all weekend long. And thank you for being with us all weekend long. I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Marvel's Agent M.
I'm Lorraine, Cink.
And I'm Jamie Frevele. Guys, day three.
Day three.
Day three.
We did it.
We did it.
Heck yeah, and if you guys aren't already, you should go over to marvel.com/SDCC 2018 where you can watch not only this live stream, but articles and check out photos and all kinds of cool stuff from the con. So go check that out and get in on the conversation using the hashtag MarvelSDCC.
Heck yeah, it's been a busy as heck Comic-Con already.
Oh yeah.
We've had panels and news and all kinds of things. I don't even know where to begin because it's been so much fun and so much cool stuff.
I know, and Eisner Awards.
Yes.
The Eisner Awards, big comic book awards, were last night, and Marvel had two big winners.
Yes.
For Best New Series, Black Bolt, and for Best Limited Series, Black Panther: World of Wakanda.
Yeah, so excited. Black Bolt was one of my favorite comics of last year, written by Saladin Ahmed, art by Christian Ward. Just incredible. What a journey that book had, and to see it win an Eisner, well deserved.
Oh yeah, and World of Wakanda, one of my favorites. Such a wonderful storyline, really bringing the Dora Milaje to the forefront of that story, bringing in Shuri of Black Panther with Ta-Nehisi Coates, Roxanne Gay, as well as Aletha Martinez. Just such a fantastic book and a well-deserved win.
Heck yeah, comic books are amazing. Everything's
best.
amazing.
They're super great.
Yeah.
Ta-Nehisi Coates is off to a great start on the new Captain America run, so yeah.
Oh yeah, and there were some big panels last night too.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was at one of them.
Which
Yeah,
one?
which one?
I was at Cloak Dagger.
Oh,
where
Marvel's Cloak
they
Dagger.
announced.
Anything announced?
Oh, just that they're coming back for season 2.
What does
Production
it mean?
begins this fall, and we were promised that it may come sooner than we think.
Whoa.
So it was a really exciting panel.
That's
very
intense.
excited.
Yeah, they're into it.
Yeah, they showed us a blooper reel. It was great. All the stars were there. It was a very positive panel, and they talked about what they felt when they first got their roles and how emotional it was to hear Jeff Loeb tell them, "Welcome to Marvel." Yeah, it gets you right here. It gets you right here.
There was also the Cup of Joe panel with our CCO, Joe Quesada, and they not only celebrated the 20th anniversary of Marvel Knights, but they announced that it's coming back, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
returning this fall, Donny Cates, dangerous, dastardly Donny Cates.
Ooh, I like that.
He is show running it, which is a really neat thing. He was talking about it on This Week in Marvel with us,
Yes.
about how back in the day, 20 years ago, Jimmy Palmiotti and Joe Quesada came into Marvel and did this project called Marvel Knights. And they started picking writers and artists and characters, and they were sort of casting them. And so now Donnie's in that position to be able to think about, okay, how do we celebrate 20 years of Marvel Knights? And those characters in particular, Black Panther, Daredevil, Punisher, Inhumans, taking those, finding new creators, new ways to tell those stories, but really finding that spirit of Marvel Knights, which is really cool.
That is so cool. But there's also a ton of cool stuff on our social. You can follow it at Marvel across social media. And we have an Instagram story today, which you guys can check out all of our highlights from yesterday and throughout the weekend right here on our Instagram story right now.
Love me some Instagram stories.
Oh, me too. Also, that reminded me, I got to talk to Mariko Tamaki, who I've been a huge fan of for a really long time, and I had such a blast getting to talk with her and the gang. We spent a lot of time talking about baking videos because of She-Hulk and her propensity for watching baking videos to chill out.
Yeah, Jamie and I have been
get that.
here recording some This Week in Marvel
Yes.
podcasts, and so I got to record with Mariko. We were talking about, like actually how she is depicting trauma and characters who deal with you know, PTSD and those types of things in her books. You know, you have Laura, you know, X-23, who's dealt with so much and how she's moving forward and really being a guardian to Gabby Honey Badger in a really interesting way. And of course, when she was working on Hulk, Mariko dealt with a ton of that stuff for Jen Walters. So it's really interesting because it's a tough thing to talk about for characters who can literally move mountains.
Well, and I was talking to Margie Stoll, and one of my favorite things that I've heard about comics in a while was she said, just because you are a strong, like a physically strong character, does not mean you're always a strong character. Sometimes you go through things, you have to deal with things, and just because of your physical strength doesn't mean you don't have vulnerability.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to think that when you have that big bulk on the outside, that big hard exterior, that there's nothing soft inside. And that soft, malleable part sometimes needs tending to.
I think my favorite character who really embodies that is Thing, Ben Grimm, right? He is literal rocky exterior, but on the inside, he is one of the sweetest, you know, warmest, friendliest characters in the Marvel Universe. He's the one that everybody's like, oh yeah, my friend Ben. And that's the thing.
Or even Iron Man and Tony Stark. You know, Tony Stark may not be as much of a softie, but he's still a human being who's still underneath that suit of metal armor, iron, if you will.
He's made of like 90% sass as well.
90% sass.
And mustache.
And mustache.
I'm familiar with that.
But yeah,
being made of mustache?
Right, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Who's to say Tony's not having a cry over something when he goes home at night?
But not his mustache, we know that much.